Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 204 of Prog Review. And if you've been following what we're doing, we're talking about the Genesis box sets. Here we go. And this time we're doing the movie box from 1981 to 2007. So there you go. Now this one is a bit of a departure. It's not audio, we're actually doing DVDs. Yeah, a box of DVDs, which I thought was pretty cool actually. I thought it was a really nice addition to the box set, bringing all the live DVDs together, and improving them or changing them, because there are some changes that we need to talk about. But before I go on, before I start flapping my mouth, wobbling my chops at you, we're going to hand over to Darren, who's going to show you exactly what's inside the box. Take it away, Darren.
Why, thank you, Darren. And there it is. We've gone from black to white. Well, kind of white to grey. You can see, got little TVs on the side. Look, from like Duke. See, look, they're everywhere. And that indicates that this is indeed the movie box. This is a box of DVDs. Yeah, DVDs. Who'd have thought it, eh? So it covers all the official DVD releases from the period. Again, it's really clever, really, because I didn't expect this to happen, but they did it. They went through the old back catalogue and tied everything up for us and put it in a nice little box, so we didn't need to worry about having CDs. No, these aren't CDs. These are DVDs, down. Well, they aren't having to worry about having DVDs flapping all over the place. I think it's really cool. It's really cool. Some of the packaging's a bit vanilla, as you've just seen there. The Genesis Live Mamma Tour is, again, a bit vanilla. You get the feeling it's a bit cheap now. We've had the best of the best, and it's downhill all the way. No, I just think it's because back in the day they didn't have much packaging. Did they? They just had the VHS sleeve, and can't really add much to these without going back into the archive and doing a lot of work. So we have to be grateful for the things that we have. But no, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. It was just a cheap box set. You can still get this one. So do pick it up. And this one is the legendary Live at Wembley Stadium gig. Just been repackaged. It's the same. It's all the same, I think. And I know these are PAL. Oh, that was a silent yawn I just did then. Not because I was bored. It's just suddenly I felt the need to fill my lungs. Yeah. So I noticed these are PAL discs. So I guess there'll be NTSC in your region if you're from the US. Never the same colour. NTSC. And this is The Way You Walk. Now this has been rejiggered, I believe. The original version. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. I won't talk any more about that, because I've got it to show you. And I remember going to Earl's Court and seeing them do this back in the day. Oh, I was very impressed. Loved every minute of it. In fact, Mrs. won tickets. We didn't actually pay, but we had to sit all apart from each other. So I got to sit to some bloke, and he had to listen to me sing throughout the entire gig. Poor bastard. But hey, we all have to suffer. And rattle. And this one you have to bring yourself. This is when in Rome. You get the case. You have to fill it. You have to fill it with your own discs, which I don't know if that's fair or not, but I mean, it is cheap. I mean, it's under 50. Well, I think it was under 50 quid, this one. So you get what you get. Again, I'm not really sure if I like this packaging, because the When in Rome original DVD packaging is quite nice. There's a nice thick booklet, and everything's been condensed down to this awful CD sized malarkey. So I kept the old. I just kept it. I couldn't throw it away. You know what it's like. You have these things. You think, oh no, I don't want to put that in the bin. Don't put that in the recycling. So I've still got it. Yeah. Like any of you care. So yeah, this is the last gasp from Genesis. You never know; they might come back. You can never predict. I mean, you never predict what happened. I mean, crikey, King Crimson's coming back. Never saw that one coming. Same I never saw Van der Graaf Jenner reform one either. So who knows? But anyway, this is the old fancy pants bit, and you get a documentary and a place to put your Rain or Shine DVD, which is a bit daft. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Well, I'll talk about it in a minute. And yeah, so you get you get a behind the music special, I think it is. Again, I think they could have done a little bit more with the special. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear, I'm yawning like a bastard here. I hope it's not catching. You know, they say yawns are catching, don't they? Shall we try? Ready? Now, are you all yawning? Oh, a bit weird if it was really catching, wouldn't it? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they could have crammed a bit more into this, seeing as we were spoilt with all the other video material. But I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit unfair. But the booklet's nice essay, lovely pictures. Again, the print quality is fantastic. I mean, you know, again, the love and the quality of these sets is just, I mean, even for these ones, which is a lesser one, you just can't complain about it. You know, you really can't. Well, you could, but you'd be a fool to, because no other band has brought all the elements of their career back. Anyway, here's the box set. One last glimpse at it. Here we go. Are you ready? And we'll hand back to that fat idiot. Well, I think you'll agree that was informative. Brilliant as ever, thank you. So anyway, back on with the box set. Let's have a look. Let's see what's inside, shall we? It starts off with Genesis 3 Sides Live. I mean, I never owned, to my shame, I didn't own this on VHS or the Mama Tour. Don't ask me why. I didn't, so I can't really compare it to what went on because I had the live album. I didn't bother buying the video version. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the quality of the stuff isn't that great because it was all done on VHS back in the day. You know, it's not filmed. But you know, you've got I think they do a surround sound mix of it, which is good. You didn't have that before. I don't think you've had that on the VHS. And you also get audio full-length versions of Behind the Lines, Duchess, Me and Sarah J, Man on the Corner, One for the Vine, Fountain of Samosis, and Follow You, Follow Me. So they've expanded on it, which is pretty cool. You know, but yeah, so yeah, it's all right. Better than a kick in the pants, isn't it? This is followed by the Mama Tour. Again, this is a bit yeah, a bit dull. Though it says it's running time 182 minutes, so they must have added something, because 182 minutes sounds like an awful long time. What have we got here? Oh yeah, here we go. There's also the making of the Mama album. I think that's where Phil Collins brings his video camera in, and it's quite funny actually, because they've got these giant video cameras, and they'll go, Phil, what you got there? And he goes, oh, I've got this new and it's like it's a new thing, and everyone's so happy, and he does he does his own labelling, like titles on the video, in just great stuff. Back in the day, yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's not my favourite period of them playing live, so you know. So, you know, but it's been improved, and I think there's a surround sound mix. Keep going on about surround sound. It's nice to have. It's nice to have in the box. He said, slide it back in. That's what she said. And yeah, can't really complain really. And then we have we fast forward to Wembley Stadium, 1986.
87. Oh, I'm terrible at this. I'm rubbish. Yeah, so we got this one. I remember the Wembley Stadium concerts because they broadcast them on the radio, and I recorded them off the radio. A great time. I was too young to go there. He said I was 16, but I didn't have anyone to go with because my friend didn't want to go. I'd saved the money, but I didn't really want to go to Wembley on my own because I'm not very good in crowds. And my mate Warren didn't want to go because he said I don't want to hear Invisible Touch, the mega mix. So I missed out on that one. But yeah, this is just a direct copy of the version that was out as a proper DVD. I don't think they've improved anything with it. You get the tour documentary, and it's a nice thing to have. I like it. It captures the time. When this was originally out, they videoed it in a special format. I remember them going on about it was a super high definition format when this was originally released, and they had trouble getting the cameras because the cameras were all redundant or something, and so they had trouble creating this because they had to find to get the film. Oh, you know what it's like. But yeah, I like it, except for the medley being missing because they stopped to change all the film stock in the cameras whilst they played the medley. Stupid, isn't it? You think they'd have had an extra camera or something just to cover it from one angle. And then we have The Way We Walk. Well, it's just a cut of these trousers. Now this is interesting because it's on. Is it on a single disc? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a single disc. Right? Now, the original version, he said, which cost a whopping £25, because I've still got the receipt here. $24.99. My God. The missus bought me that. Missus bought me this on the 28th of January 2002. And, see, it was on 2 discs. I don't know if you catch that. You're thinking, why has he kept it? Because this version, even though it's divided over 2 discs, there's all these different multi-angles. So you could watch Phil Collins play drums or Chester. You could, concentrate on various members of the band and all these multi-angles. You don't get that with this. It's just kind of a vanilla, cut of the show. So that's why I kept the 2. You also got like commentary tracks and stuff. I don't know if you get that on this one. I can't remember. God, Darren, you should have done your research. Yeah, I'm sure there's extras on it, but it's slightly different. Oh, Darren, this is what happens when you don't take any notes. You're so shit, Darren. Then we finish off with When in Rome, 2007, and you have both the discs there. Again, you had to bring your own version. You had to bring your own copy because had the empty case, but you had to bring your own. He says, being clever, you had to bring your own. Whoa! You had to bring your own copy, and I've got the empty box here. And this came on 3 discs, so you got 2 discs in there, and in their infinite wisdom, they ask you to put the. Whoops. Oh, you just can't get the stuff. They ask you to put the extra disc in here. Right, Rain or Shine goes in there. So you don't get any supplementary stuff. Though this is a bootleg. This is one of the concerts they broadcast, and they did actually broadcast it in high definition. But I didn't have the capability to make a copy of that. But I got the DVD of it instead. So yeah, you get Behind the Music on DVD as well. What else is there? I think that's just about it really. Behind the Music. Yeah, Behind the Music remastered. Ooh. And of course the Rain and Shine DVD that you've already purchased. So a bit lacking, but again it's another cheap box set. It's only about 50 quid I think. Again, it's great to bring all those elements back. You've got it all in there. The only criticism, mind, now again, some would say that it's kind of it's now superfluous because all the promotional videos are on the albums, but the video, is it called the video box? Whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? The video box? You know, the compilation with all the promotional videos on that was released with the surround sound, different surround sound mix, I believe. That could have been included as an extra disc, I thought, you know, just so you got everything on one disc rather than sorting out through all your albums. Well, I've got a copy of that anyway because I'm a diehard. But there's also like things like the Genesis songbook and Genesis a History. Trying to think, which there's another Genesis documentary as well that's out there. You know, all that could have been included. So it could have been an even bigger box set if they'd have, you know, brought all those elements together. Again, I'm not being critical. I think it's great, but I think it could have been even greater. You know. So that's it. We've done them all. We're finished. The Genesis box sets are done, and you can see why I get excited about them. They are all brilliant, each one of them in their own way. And if you're a fan, this is how you should be treated. This is how a band should take care of their legacy, by creating a box set that isn't full of old tat, isn't full of old, you know, ephemera, pictures of themselves and, you know, bus tickets or whatever. Things that you want, you know, product, music, visuals, old documentaries that have been lost in time, things that have been rejiggered and, you know, revibrated. This is what we want, and this is how they do it. So I always judge a box set in comparison to what Genesis did with these. You know, saying that, you know, King Crimson have done well with their In the Court and Lark's Tongues. Got the Road to Red coming out next week. But again, there's that reliance on throwing in a bit of old tat in there, you know. So that's that. My name's been Darren Locke. Hope you've enjoyed the video. We don't ever need to talk about Genesis box sets again. No one ever needs to request it. It's over. That's it now. I've got nothing more to show you. Might as well quit now. Might as well just, you know, just turn off the camera and go. Oh well. Only one more thing to say. Prog on.